Hello Nigerians and my wonderful subscribers, you are welcome back to this particular YouTube channel and thank you for joining me once again. Now, Kenneth Okonkwo has actually come out again to, confront Peter Obi, saying that Peter Obi should no longer contest, and not just Peter Obi, Atiku and the rest of the opposition party should no longer contest against Ahmed Bola Tinubu come 2027 general election, that they have not done anything to show that they can actually unseat Ahmed Bola Tinubu or to turn things around in this particular country. Now, remember that a few months ago, this particular man, Kenneth Okonkwo, who was a staunch supporter of Peter Obi and Labour Party, who was even Peter Obi's spokesperson during the 2023 general election, all of a sudden came up to write an open letter saying that he has actually decamped from Peter Obi's Labour Party and how Peter Obi was not able to protect the people's vote in the last 2023 general election. In fact, he went on to say that Peter Obi is too soft to become his ideal leader, that Peter Obi is no longer his leader and all of that. In fact, he tendered his resignation from Labour Party. Now, the problem is now that he's coming out on the media every now and then to still, attack Peter Obi, to still confront Peter Obi, to still, make utterances against Peter Obi. I'm going to show you what he said recently that has caused a lot of reactions. Now, Nigerians are now asking this particular man, being Kenneth Okonkwo, are you now trying to join Ahmed Bola Tinubu's camp, or you are now trying to come out to contest come 2027 general election? Because now people are confused. They don't even know the side he is on now. They don't know if he is now going to APC to become a member of the APC, or he's still rooting for Peter Obi. You see, he's now sounding more like a confused person. He's now calling for a fresh and a new face to become the president of Nigeria come 2027. I'll show you that video so that you will listen to what he said, and then we'll look at what people are actually saying concerning his recent interview. And when we come back, we'll just analyze the video.
I completely agree with you that we need new faces. 100%. And that was why I have said it. That Atiku, Peter Obi, Tinubu should step aside. And the reason is because the ruling party has failed, the opposition has failed. Are you aware that in the House of Representatives, you have more opposition members as representatives than the ruling class? If they had come together, and that's why I said coming together to form a consolidated fortune before you even begin to talk about merger. I did not say merger is not important. I'm saying you don't just finish an election and the first thing you start talking about is the next election. You consolidate and form alliances amongst yourself to work together as opposition. If all the opposition members in the House of Representatives had come together, they would have produced the speaker and the vice. Now, what you said about subsidy, the three parties agreed subsidy should go. The three parties did not say that subsidy should be responsibly, without plans, removed on the first day before a president sets up his cabinet, before a president makes any plan for the cushioning effect. A president in the inauguration ground said fuel subsidy is gone. The opposition parties did not subscribe to that. I came to your studio the next day saying we should be careful coming out of oil subsidy, that from the way this is done, it is unsustainable and it is still on record. Now, let me tell you something. According to the notable pronouncement of my Lord Gumel, in the case of Sheriff and PDP, he said proper leadership and good governance must be devoid, must underline, of whimsical and capricious conduct, of self-serving attitude, of nepotistic and despotic dispositions, but must, as a concomitant bottom line and as of its hallmark, must consist of selflessness, of sincerity, and of dedication to the service of the overall objective of the government. What is the objective of the government? Security and welfare of the people. This president is in China in a new presidential jet that is unnecessary, while people are dying for security problems in Sokoto, in Meduguri, and then you're saying that is what should be done? No, this government is nepotistic and despotic. It is very self-centered and egocentric, all about itself. Well, you can see the Senate president made it clear that let the people that are protesting against hunger and hardship, let them continue while they will remain feasting. Why wouldn't they be feasting? It cost Nigeria about 805 million naira to maintain one member of the National Assembly, while they are promising 840,000 naira a year for the worker that is actually the productive capacity of the nation. So what I'm saying is that please don't compare whatsoever the opposition, what they would have done if they are there, with what the ruling party is doing. But I agree with you that the opposition leaders have not been able to show leadership to inspire their members to make sure that this perfidy that is happening to our electoral process and our judicial process are corrected. Because if all the members of the opposition parties in the National Assembly have maintained their stand, APC wouldn't, for instance, elect members into INEC who are card-carrying members of APC. You saw the two of them that were elected in. They wouldn't be going away with having presidential jet when people are dying, because these things must come by appropriation. So I agree with you that the opposition leaders, it is only when they consolidate and take on the ruling party that the people will begin to have confidence in them, and then they will be talking about merger. Now,
welcome back, guys. I believe if you listen to what Kenneth Okonkwo just said in the video that I just showed you guys, you realize that anytime Kenneth Okonkwo is trying to criticize the government of Ahmed Bola Tinubu, he will always find a way to bring in Peter Obi. Anytime he's trying to mention the opposition party, as if Peter Obi is the only opposition party that we have here in Nigeria. If you have been following what is happening in the Nigerian politics, you will understand that Peter Obi has been the only opposition party, that has been checkmating this particular APC government under Ahmed Bola Tinubu. If not for somebody like Peter Obi, I can tell you for free that the situation would have been worse than what we have now. See, if not for Peter Obi, who always comes out to speak against the bad policies of APC under Ahmed Bola Tinubu's government, in fact, Nigeria would have been something else. I can tell you that for free. But look at Kenneth Okonkwo coming out to, attack Peter Obi, coming out to say all sorts of things against Peter Obi. And Kenneth Okonkwo was, talking about opposition party. He forgot that the ruling party has actually tried as much as they can to destabilize all the opposition parties, in order to weaken their unit to come 2027 general election. Yet Peter Obi, Labour Party and the Obedient Movement are still waxing strong every day. And he is also calling for new face come 2027 general election, saying that the opposition party like Peter Obi should step aside. This was the same new face that they were calling when Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was the president of Nigeria. This was how they were calling for new face until 2015 Muhammadu Buhari became the president of Nigeria, and everything turns around. I can tell that this particular man, Kenneth Okonkwo, actually has ulterior motive. I'm going to show you what people are saying. This is becoming too much. Every now and then, Kenneth Okonkwo is coming out in the media house, to say one or two things against Peter Obi and all of that. I'm going to be showing you what people are saying, because this situation is becoming so suspicious. Now look at what this person said. He said, this man with his cho, what is he doing in his own little corner? Before you know it, APC will buy him over. Like I've always said, the quest to make Nigeria a better country is not the job for one person. Only Peter Obi can never change this particular country, Nigeria. He needs hands. He needs people to join him to do so. He needs people like him. But all of a sudden, Kenneth Okonkwo said he wants a president that can snatch and grab the election and run, which of course Peter Obi is not the type of person. Now that person said it's obvious he had personal issues with Peter Obi. His only politicians can decode, but he is only fighting for his personal gain at the moment. You see it? Because from the way Kenneth Okonkwo is attacking Peter Obi and confronting Peter Obi, people are beginning to insinuate that he has, a personal issue with Peter Obi, and he's doing all of these things for his own personal gain. Now let me read this particular last comment, and then we wrap up the video. This man is right in expressing his stupid points on Nigerian political resolution. Kenneth Okonkwo is really important to be listened to by fools and believed by idiots. He is getting rich on a contract to dissolve good foundations that will set Nigeria free. And I can tell you boldly that the truth is not far from what this last comment that I just read said. You see, Peter Obi is working so hard with the Labour Party and the Obedient Movement to build a good and sustainable political foundation that will take Nigeria to become a better country. But here is Kenneth Okonkwo undermining his efforts by constantly calling out Peter Obi, saying he should step aside come 2027 general election. I wonder who Kenneth Okonkwo wants to become the president of Nigeria come 2027. So guys, I will stop this video here and allow you to drop your comments in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos.